Welcome to The Explainer. Today we are diving into Ian Robertson's incredible book, The Winner Effect, and we're going to explore a pretty wild idea. What if winning isn't just a feeling? What if it's a biological event that can actually physically rewire your brain?
So let's just jump right in with the big question, right? Is success just, a temporary good feeling? Or does it kick off something way deeper, a biological change that really reshapes who we are? And this brings us to the book's core idea, which is called the winner effect. And look, this isn't just about the buzz you get from a victory. It's a really powerful domino effect, a feedback loop in your body where one success actually, chemically, primes you for the next one.
Okay, so what's really going on inside our heads when we win? Let's break down the actual science behind that amazing feeling of triumph.
It all kicks off with this feedback loop. An achievement happens, and bam, your brain releases that reward chemical, dopamine. That dopamine rush makes you feel more confident. And here's the kicker. That confidence, in turn, literally rewires your brain, making you more focused, more resilient for the next challenge. So each win kind of stacks on top of the last, creating this powerful upward spiral. Winning basically creates this potent biological cocktail inside of us. First, you've got the dopamine rush. That's the winner's high. Then you get a boost in testosterone, which amps up your appetite for competition. And maybe most importantly, these chemical changes make the reward pathways in your brain more active. It's not just in your head. Winning is physically changing your biology. But, this powerful effect, well, it's got a shadow side. Non-stop success comes with its own risks, and that biological high can curdle into something pretty dangerous. And here you can really see the central tension of the book. The exact same biological process that fuels success can so easily turn against us. That healthy confidence can morph into dangerous arrogance. Motivation can become a straight-up addiction to winning, which leads to reckless decisions that can put everything on the line. And this is why Robertson really warns us that the key here is balance. It's about managing those intoxicating highs of victory so you can avoid the very real pitfalls of ego and obsession.
All right, so if biology is one half of the equation, then what's the other? Well, it turns out it's all in your head. It's the power of belief.
The book explains that how we see ourselves can directly influence our chances of success. It's kind of like a placebo effect for achievement. If you have this deep, genuine conviction that you're capable of winning, your behavior will start to align with that belief and you'll start to make it a reality.
But, and this is a really critical distinction, it's not magic. It is so crucial to get this part right. This isn't just about wishful thinking. Belief is not a substitute for effort, it is the fuel for it. It's the engine that drives the hard work, the determination, and the resilience you need to actually take meaningful action toward your goals. So how do we put all this together? What's the practical, real-world takeaway from understanding the winner effect in our own lives? Okay, let's boil it all down. First, the science. Just know that your brain is literally wired to build on success, and you can create that positive cycle on purpose. Second, the dark side. You have to temper your ambition with self-awareness to avoid those traps of arrogance and addiction. And third, the power of belief. Use your mindset not as a wish, but as the fuel for real action.
In the end, the winner effect isn't really about collecting trophies. It's a powerful reminder that the real prize is the journey itself. It's about growing and evolving through both our victories and, our inevitable failures. So, as we close this out, here's a final thought I want to leave you with. Knowing now that success physically changes your brain and your mindset, what kind of winner will you choose to be?